Hey, fourth grade, Mr. Gambaruti here, and in today's video, we're going to be looking at multiplication, and we are going to be doing double digit times double digit, and our strategy that we're going to be using is called the partial product. So let's take a look at our first example. We're going to do 32 times 24. Now, in this strategy, we are going to be decomposing or breaking apart our bottom factor. So our bottom factor is 24, and we're going to be decomposing 24 into a 20 and a 4. And so what we'll do is we'll make two new equations. We'll do 32 times 20 plus 32 times 4. So we're going to be using a lot of our partial product strategies when we were doing 3-digit and 4-digit by a single digit, but now we're going to be using that same idea to help us with double digit times double digit. Okay, so our first step, once we decompose and make our new equations, we're going to start here 32 times 4. We want to distribute the 4 to the 2. So 4 times 2, that is going to give us 8. Now, because we're going to distribute the 4 to the next digit, the tens place, we are going to start a new row, and we're going to add a 0 in the ones. Because what we're really doing, 4 times 30, that 3 has a value of 30, and that's why we have the 0 in the ones place. So 4 times 3 is 12. So 2 is going to be in the tens. The 1 is going to shift over to the hundreds. So there's our 12, 120. We're going to add both parts. 8 plus 0 is 8. 2 plus 0 is 2. 1 plus 0 is 1. So we get a total of 128. Now we're going to go over here to 32 times 20. We're going to take our 20 and we're going to distribute it to the 2. 2 times 2 is 4, and we're going to add the 0 to the end of it. So 20 times 2 gives us 40. Now again, because we're going to the tens place, we're going to start a new row, add our 0, and we're going to distribute our 20 to the 3. 20 times 3 is 60. So the 0 will go in the tens place, and the 6 will go into the hundreds. We're going to add these two parts together. 0 plus 0 is 0. 4 plus 0 is 4. And then 6 plus 0 is 6. So 32 times 20 is 640. 32 times 4 is 128. The last step in the strategy is we have to add both these parts together. So I'm just going to take that 128 and I'm going to shift it over here and write plus 128 right underneath. And we're just adding those. So we get 8, we get a 6, and we get a 7. So 32 times 24, here's our answer, 768. So let's go ahead and take a look at one more example together. On this one, you're going to be pausing the video at certain points and trying the steps yourself, and then you can unpause and watch and see if you got those steps correct. All right, in this problem, we are going to do 45 times 32. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video and see if you can write your two new equations where you decompose 32. All right, let's see how you did. We're going to do our two equations, 45 times 30 plus 45 times 2. Okay, so to start off, we're going to start distributing the 2 to the 45. We're going to go 2 to the 5 and then 2 to the 4. So go ahead and pause the video. See if you can figure this one out and multiply 45 times 2. All right, let's go ahead and check your work. The first step is we are going to multiply 2 times 5. That's going to give us a product of 10. Because we're going now to the next digit and we're going to be multiplying 2 times 4, we're going to go to the second row and add a 0. And now 2 times 4 is going to be 8. So we get 80. We're going to add those up. 0. 1 plus 8 is 9. 45 times 2 is 9. All right, let's take a look at 45 times 30. Go ahead and pause your video and see if you can figure out what 45 times 30 is. All right, our first step is going to be 30 times 5. 30 times 5. So using our powers of 10, we're going to ignore the 0 for right now, and we're just going to think of the basic fact 3 times 5. That's going to give us 15, and we'll add that 0 to the end of it. So 30 times 5 gives us a total of 150. Now we're going to move to the tens place. So I'm going to add a 0 in my second row, and I'm going to think 30 times 4. Ignore the 0. 3 times 4 is 12. And we're going to add this 0, so it's really 120. Now, what I want you to watch out for is this 0 in 120 is not the same as this 0 in the ones place. These are two different zeros. So we do not want to make the mistake of doing this. We do not want to just put a 12 there and then think this 0 is the same as that 0. They are two different things. So everything is being shifted one place value to the left. So we're going to take our 0 and write it in the tens place. The 2 is going to be in the hundreds, and that 1 is going to shift over to the thousands. So 30 times 40 is really 1,200. We're going to add those up. We get 0, 5, 3, and 1, 1,350. And then our final step is to add both 90 and 1,350. So I'm going to bring that over, line it up by place value, and add. 0 plus 0 is 0. 9 plus 5 is 14. 3 plus 1 is 4. And then 1 plus 0 is 1. So 45 times 32, we get a product of 1,440. Okay, this is the partial product strategy for double-digit multiplication. Practice, watch this video a few times if you need to, create your own problems and just practice. The more you practice, the better you'll get.